it's like to run an insurance agency. Okay, I've been an agent since 2005, and I'm going to talk about all the stuff that you probably haven't been trained on. Okay, we're going to talk about sales and marketing. You may have heard stuff about that, but we're going to talk a lot about staffing. We're going to talk about retention too. So we're going to talk about all the real nitty-gritty things that you need to know to be a successful insurance agent. If you can do those 4 things really well, you will be successful. Okay, so thank you for coming on and listening. Real quick, I'm going to give you something for free. All right. A lot of people have trouble in the beginning trying to figure out how to fill their pipeline. It's the most important thing you have to do. We have to sell policies to make a living, right? So how do you fill your pipeline? All right. So if you send me a text at 208-213-8809, I will send you a resource to show you how to write 20 policies in a week without using internet leads. Because I hate internet leads. All right. This is a better way to do it. So 208-213-8809. Send me the words 20 policies and I will hook you up. All right. Thank you so much for listening. On with the show. Hey, what's up? All right. So today I wanted to talk about how did I get my top 3 clients? Oh, it's a big secret. It is a big secret, and I'm going to tell you how I did it. You guys, I want you to know that this can be easy. I know this is going to be hard for some people, but sometimes the easiest stuff is right in front of our face and we don't do it. We are really surrounded by a lot of things that are coming at us to try and distract us from the real work, right? I talk about this all the time. I talk about people doing fake work, doing things that don't really move the needle. They're not helping you quote. We're looking for easy. Okay, we're looking for easy, and there's nothing easy about this job. Okay, there's nothing easy about it. So there's nothing out there that you can buy or do that's going to make your phone ring to the point that is going to make you happy. Okay, there's not. Okay, so you have to ask people for their business. I mean, if you really want to go after it, that's how you do it. I mean, go outside of your office and ask people for their business. For some reason, we're afraid of that. Like, I get it. I was afraid too, but back early in my first year or two, I had to. I think it was a survival thing for me because I didn't know anybody and I didn't have any money. So put yourself in that position. If you don't know anybody and you don't have any money, I guess you could sit in your office and plot. Like, all right, we're going to buy these leads and I'm going to send out letters and I'm going to send out mailers. Yeah, I'm going to send out mailers and then maybe people will call. And you're sitting in your office all day. Good. I mean, so the way that I got my top 3 clients, 1, I was actually meeting somebody out at a coffee shop at 7 in the morning. On my way to meet somebody at the coffee shop, I stopped by a drive-through coffee shop to get a cup of coffee. So I rolled up at the window and there was a 21-year-old kid there and he was like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, man, I need a cup of coffee." He said, "Cool. What are you doing up so early?" So we just, it was just me and him, and he was super friendly and really cool. And so he told me, "Hey, I'm opening one of these in the neighboring town soon, my wife and I." And I was like, "That's awesome. Congratulations." Okay, bye. And then I left. Okay. I swear to God, I drove out of the parking lot and I didn't get 50 feet before I flipped a U-turn and went right back, got out of my car, ran up to the window and said, "Hey, man. Hey, I forgot to tell you, I own an insurance agency in that town that you're going to open your business in. And if you need any help with insurance, here's my card." Okay. That's how my journey with Dutch Bros started. Okay. He called. They didn't know they just moved to town too. So lightning kind of struck for me here. This strategy doesn't work too often, but it does. In this case, they were new to town. I was pretty new. We needed each other, and I insured their first stand, and then I got their personal lines and I did their workers' comp, and it was great. That business has grown incredibly over the past 15 years. I think they have 12 stands now, and they are my biggest account. Okay. They're the best people too. I love them. My second best account got referred to me from them. I mean, okay. So they were like, the Dutch Bros family is pretty tight. And so they were like, "Hey man, you should talk to my insurance guy because he's doing a good job for us." And so Andrew got me in front of a number of other franchisees in town, and we ended up insuring all the Dutch Bros in the state. Okay, all because I asked, "Hey man, who's your insurance?" I gave a business card out. It didn't cost me a dime. Okay, it was awesome. All right, so that's how I got my top 2 accounts. The next one I was on Twitter in the early days of Twitter, the Wild West of Twitter, and it was a cool place to hang out. It was the water cooler, and you could actually connect with local people in your town, and people would have real conversations, and they weren't yelling and screaming and burning the whole thing to the ground. And there was a business owner who owned a restaurant, and he was like, I need some help with health insurance. And I kind of jumped into that conversation. "Hey, I can help you with health insurance." And he says, "Cool, I'm getting a quote from these other 5 health insurance companies. Can you give me something else?" And I was like, "Nope, those are all 5 in the state. I can't. Whatever number I'm going to get you is going to be the same from somebody who's working with you right now. But I can get you I can take a look at your general liability and your workers' comp." And he said, "Cool." And then so I rolled down to his restaurant, and I earned his business. I got, and I've had that business for 15 years. They were 1 small shop. From there, they grew into 8. They expanded to 3 states. It's been a very good account for me. And these accounts that I've asked and met these people become a part of my business. I've befriended these people. It's been really, really great. And then another large account I did the same thing. I was at a marketing networking group, and we went out. There was a speaker at a lunch, and I saw a guy who got in line behind me when we were ordering food at the counter, and I knew exactly where he worked because I looked at his shirt, and I knew that was a type of business that we would do well with. And I said, "Hey man, my name's Matt." He said, "Hey, I'm Brett." I said, "Can I buy you lunch?" And he was like, "Yeah, thank you so much." I bought him a sandwich. I sat down. We talked for an hour. And that's how that started. Okay. That one actually wasn't free. I think it cost me $11.50. Okay. But he's now grown into 2 different locations, and we're friends and we take care of each other. I take my car to his shop. This is the way that I've done it. All right. None of that stuff costs any money. And I just want to urge people to ask people for business. Okay. And if you're afraid to ask, again, why? Why are you afraid to ask? That's a fear I'm going to ask you to work on and get over. Because the more you ask, the more you're going to write, and the faster you're going to grow. It's a very simple equation, okay? And it is a law of nature, okay? So anyway, if you've got that inside you, or you want that skill, just do it. All right, just get out there and ask people. It might be scary the first couple times, but I swear the first account that you earn from somebody that you asked, you're going to want to do it again and again and again. Okay? Just go ask. People are getting the way that agents are reaching out to people right now is becoming a very, 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 very crowded space. Okay? You're emailing, you're texting, you're calling. All right? They don't know you. You are a name in an email subject line, maybe. You are a text from a number that they don't know. And you are a caller on their phone that they don't know. Right? This is how a lot of people are trying to earn business right now, and I think the general public's getting tired of it. I think they're getting tired of it. Are you? Are you getting tired of it? I am. Okay. Go ask people for business. That's all I got for you today. All right, my name's Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. I'm on Threads and Instagram at Deets Agency. Do me a favor, send me a text at 208-213-8809 and write the words commercial, and I'll send you something on how to get your foot in the door with writing workers' compensation. It's a great product to start with. It's easy to quote, and you're going to be competitive in that. So 208-213-8809.
We're all over the radio.